lose, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime.
What's going on, folks?
I guess they wasn't.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports. I'm KSpadeTheProspect.
I'm your boy Paris 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade. Man, what a big week. A lot of things happened this week. Can I kick it off?
Let's do it, man. Let's go.
Let me kick it off, man. So if you guys didn't see the Bulls and Cavs games, man, it's been a lot of trash talking. I mean, Noah, who is notoriously known for hating LeBron, I don't know if he hate the Cavs or do he hate LeBron. I think he hate them both when they're together. But I know he hate LeBron. But that got us to thinking, Spade, man, you was talking about it. Trash talking sports. You know, LeBron said Noah crossed the line with some of the things he said. And it got us to thinking, you know, is there a line? You know, do some of these players go too far with the trash talk? What's your thoughts on this?
I don't know, man. You know, this also comes on the heels of a fine for Matt Barnes, who was yelling comments to James Harden's mom. James Harden's mom was in the crowd. Now, Matt Barnes says that Miss Harden said something first and he said something back. He said he didn't even realize he was talking to James Harden's mom at the time. But at any rate, trash talking is weird, man. I mean, you and I both know trash talking has been in sports forever. Trash talking is not just in sports. If you've ever played anything gaming related online, you will hear a ton of trash talk. Most of it is just fun. Some people take it a step further and try to get into your head with it. And then it's just vicious, malicious trash talk. And I feel like if it goes that far, it might need to be some fisticuffs. I feel like at some point you got to let a person line in. You know, and LeBron has kind of got a nice guy reputation. So if he felt like Noah went too far, you need to, you know, don't dunk on him the next quarter and then look back at him like he crazy. You know, when he come in there, hit him with that forearm shiver and say, what you say? What you got to say? You know, let him know. I just feel like the trash talking, it's tough to say what's too far. It's up for that person to determine what that line is. And maybe enough people aren't doing it. I don't know.
I mean, we all know, Spade, especially, you know, me and you, the older generation, like our generation that grew up watching Michael Jordan, know that Michael Jordan was one of the, they said Larry Bird too, man. Larry Bird was out there talking smack too. Like, that's our era. I don't mind trash talk. And personally, I think on the court, in my opinion, I don't think it's a line. You can talk about anything on the line. I heard people say, you know, wives and mothers are off limits. You know, especially like in football locker rooms, they say, you know, don't talk about nobody's wife, don't talk about nobody's mother. But if we remember that Kevin Garnett and Carmelo going at it, you know what I'm saying, talking about wives and stuff.
I know Kevin Garnett wouldn't bring his goofy ass out that locker room either when Carmelo was waiting by the bus.
You right about that. But I just think, you know, trash talk, in my opinion, is needed. I know the NBA is trying to clean up. The NBA is trying to clean up a lot of this mess, and they don't like it. But I don't mind trash talk. I actually like trash talk. And, I mean, LeBron, you're one of the best players in the league. I want you to have a little... I don't know what Noah said. I don't know what he said. But I want LeBron to have... I want LeBron to have some tougher skin. I want you to have some tougher skin, Bron. You're the best player in the league.
Man.
Of course people going to talk to you, Bron. Come on, man.
But hold up, though. Him and Noah been going back and forth for years.
Yeah, for years.
We've never heard LeBron say that Noah's gone too far. He's always dealt with it. Lance Stevenson was going above and beyond the Call of Duty to mess with LeBron last year, blowing in his ear and all that. We've never heard LeBron say this went too far. So, you know, of course, Noah played, you know, temporary memory loss. He was like, disrespectful. I got the utmost respect for LeBron. Blah. Nobody believes you, Noah, first of all. So I don't know what Noah said, but I think it really did go too far because I've never heard Brian say that. But you referenced the Kevin Garnett thing with Carmelo. You see what Carmelo did, right? Carmelo was finna go see about him. That's how you stop it. And I guarantee you the next time Melo and KG face each other, KG's still gonna pop. But I bet you he don't bring up Lala or Honey Nut Cheerios in that next game. You can bet your ass on that. I bet you they don't come back up.
Well, that's because, you know, Melo did what he was supposed to do. Somebody took it too far. He's seen him. Like I said, maybe if I don't know if you know what Noah said, leave it in the comment section. I don't know. You know what I mean? But if LeBron really had a problem with that, then he should have approached him. He should have approached him. I don't know, Spade. I'm interested to see what the subscribers and the fans think. You know what I mean? How do you guys feel about trash talk? I don't have a problem with it. Yeah.
But let's move forward, man. You good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's get it.
All right, so check this out, man. You know, the Wiz and the Hawks. This is a very exciting series in the East. I know I picked the Wiz. I believe you picked the Wiz as well. But we both thought it would be a hard-fought series, and John Wall just went down. 5 fractures in his hand. It is his non-shooting hand, but I mean, you don't want to play basketball against the Hawks with one hand.
Yeah.
Do the Wiz have a chance, or is it officially over, do you think?
If John Wall can't play, I'm saying it here first, and I'm looking right in the camera. If John Wall can play, the Wizards are done. They're not getting anything from the Nate. Bortat has been solid. Bill has been solid. Pierce been playing solid. Otto Porter has been playing solid. And Ramon Sessions, the game that he spelled, the game that he came in for John Wall when John Wall couldn't play the last game, he played well. But you need Sessions off the bench. If Sessions start, who's your backup PG then? And I just don't think the Wiz will have enough to compete without John Wall. So if he can't go for however many games or for the rest of the series, it's a wrap for the Wiz. I'm sorry. I like the Wiz. They played amazing in the first round, but if they can't go, and it's funny because the Wiz kind of was throwing a lot of shots at the Bulls last year when they beat us when we didn't have D Rose. They was throwing a lot of shots, and now they don't have a point guard. So you know what I'm saying?
So you think it's karma?
It's karma, bro. It's karma, man. But you know, I would love for John Wall to be there, but if he's not there, I don't give him a shot, Spade. Not against the Hawks. I don't give him a shot.
I have to agree, and for the reason you just said. It has a lot to do with who's on the other side. And you're talking about Atlanta. This team goes 12, 13 players deep, man.
Yeah, man.
Mike Scott and Kent Bazemore and Dennis Schroeder, all these guys can come in and contribute. And you're going to need every soldier in that army over there, in the Wizards army. You need everybody, especially John Wall. And I hate it, man, because I like this young team. I like both of these teams, but I want to see 2 teams fight it out. I don't want to see this great team battle this, this wounded team missing quite possibly the best player on the team.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, man, I have to agree with you. I feel like John Wall's injury derails the train of the Washington Wizards.
But before we move on, Spade, I think if they was getting anything from the Nate, man, it would help, man, because the Nate played 20-something minutes the last game, had like 2 to 4 points, had like 2 rebounds. Like, they're not getting. I don't know if the Nate is injured. I don't know if he's just hit that been in the league forever oldness. I don't know, but they're not getting anything from the Nate. And if somebody was able to step up to at least contribute enough for people, at least for them to get a good enough score to substitute John Wall points, they can compete. But they're not giving anything. They're not getting anything. Excuse me, from the Nate and these. I just don't give them a shot, Spade. I don't give them a shot. And it's sad because I thought this series right here could have been an epic series that goes 7 games, but
agreed.
Without John Wall, I don't see it, man.
And it's not just the scoring. I know we need to move forward, but it's not just the scoring. Yeah. Even if you could replace John Wall's scoring with Nene, John Wall has the ability to crash to the basket. Well, I mean, attack the basket and get defenders to crash in, and he creates a lot of good looks for teammates. And I don't know that you can replace that. Nene could come and give you 20 the next game. I don't feel like he can create for others as well as John Wall, and that's what's going to hurt him.
You right. Ready to go?
But yeah, I'm ready, bro. Let's move on. What else we got?
The Houston Rockets, baby. Now, I know this is dear to your heart because you is hashtag James Harden MVP all day. Like, you are, man, let me tell you, I think we have about 35 episodes. James Harden been the strong arm performer for 34.
Chill, man.
For 34.
It's only been like 5.
For 34.
Maybe.
But it got me to thinking, man, are the Houston Rockets in trouble? What's going on with the Rockets, man?
I have to say so, man.
And I think
it's
we
so
both
shocking.
Didn't we both pick the Rockets?
I know I did. And once again, I picked it to be a hard-fought series, but I felt like not having Chris Paul on the court was going to really favor Houston.
Yeah.
But as it turns out, and you and I, we talked about this off camera, and you actually said this, so I'm stealing your point for the show. But Chris Paul being off the court hasn't hurt the Clippers as much as Dwight Howard being on the court has hurt Houston.
I'm telling you, man.
They're playing a completely different style of offense. Yeah. And when they're tossing, you know, the lobs up to Dwight Howard and he's finishing those lobs, it's fine. What's killing them is when they're passing the ball into Dwight in the post and everybody's just standing back, you know, just waiting. That's not what got them there. That's hurting them. Put the ball in Fear Beard's hands. He's a great passer as well.
Yep.
I just feel like they're playing a different style of offense, and they are in trouble. If you can't beat the Clippers without Chris Paul, you are in trouble.
You are 100% correct, and we agree again. Ever since I said this off camera, I'm going to say it on camera. Ever since the Houston Rockets got Dwight Howard back in that lineup, and they started going to the post and taking possessions, taking the ball out of James Harden's hand, it has not looked good for Houston. It really hasn't. Yeah. When James Harden is cooking, I think it gets a lot. They got to double team him. You know what I mean? I don't think Dwight demands a double team. Definitely not against DeAndre Jordan. He can hold his own. One of the best big defenders in the league. So he don't need no help on no Dwight Howard. When you if James Harden was cooking, you would have to double, whether it's with Matt Barnes, JJ Redick, whoever defended Harden. If he's cooking, he's going to demand a double, which is going to get Jason Terry open shots, Brewer open shots, Ariza open shots. I seen everybody in the last game that the Clippers and the Rockets played was taking contested shots. Everybody was taking contested shots, and they wasn't falling. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the Rockets at all, and they are definitely in trouble, man. Like Doc telling CP3, don't even play, bro. We don't need you. Sit this series out. Sit this out, because we don't need you.
And let me say this, bro.
Go ahead.
Somebody's going to bring up the fact that I believe it was in game 2, Dwight Howard put up beast numbers, and he did.
Yeah.
And I want you to look at how many of those baskets was alley-oop lobs.
Yeah.
Or layups, you know, just standing right in front of the basket, and he's just throwing it up.
Yeah.
But as far as them throwing it down into him for the possession and letting him bang, that's not being very efficient for this Rockets team. And somebody on that coaching staff needs to realize it before they be back at home in Houston.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. I agree 100%, homie. I agree.
Well, let's cross sports for a minute. Let's jump over to some NFL news.
Okay.
All right, so get this. The Jacksonville Jaguars, who, you know, a lot of people feel like was making some strides in the right direction. With the number 3 overall pick in this most recent draft, they took Dante Fowler out of the state of Florida. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here is all SEC, straight out of the Gators. They had big hopes for this guy. He was supposed to be a big-time pass rusher.
Yeah.
And this guy injured himself in practice. He is gone for the season. And the strangest news about it was he had not signed any paperwork yet. He had not signed a contract. And LaParis, tell the people what you told me about that.
Well, I read, shout out to Adam Scheffler, I read that he signed a partial deal that says that if he was to get injured, the Jaguars would negotiate his contract in good faith as if he was not injured. So they still have to pay him like the number 3 pick. But he was out there at the rookie minicamp, and he wasn't under his rookie contract. But the Jaguars still have to negotiate his contract in good faith. So
they're supposed to.
Supposed.
They don't have to. They're supposed to.
So hopefully the Jaguars do the right thing. I mean, I hope the kid, with the technology and medicine and, you know, rehab and all that, I hope the kid is able to bounce back strong. It seemed like a knee injury now is just like, okay, you take the year off. A lot of guys are able to bounce back and still have productive careers, and I'm hoping that for Dante Fowler. But the Jaguars, man, they just have the worst luck. Luke Joku, man, he's another guy that they drafted a few years back. He's been injured a lot, man. It seems like everybody they draft just do not pan out. Now, the quarterback that they drafted does look like he can be a solid NFL QB. They also drafted
Bortles, right?
Bortles, yeah. They also drafted, last year they drafted Denard Robinson, who looks like he could be a pretty good halfback, which I didn't even see. But he played pretty well last year, you know. Mm-hmm. So, excuse me, I feel like they just have the worst luck, and I'm hoping they do the right thing by Dante Fowler because I think he would still be a productive player. How do you feel about him being in?
Now, tell the people what you told me. If you're Dante, and you haven't signed a contract, Where are you during that practice?
I'm not touching no film. No way.
So you at home?
I'm at home chilling. And this is my problem with college players because they always fussing about, we want to get paid, we want to get paid. Dante Fowler, you have the opportunity to get paid now. I wouldn't touch not an ounce of grass. I wouldn't touch the grass on my lawn. I wouldn't get in.
Well, that's tough to say though. I mean, I agree with you. If I ain't signed a contract, I'm at home on Xbox Live. Don't get me wrong. Like, I might be studying the playbook, but it's sitting right beside my controller. I'm definitely not out there running 2 of these for free. No, but I mean, I don't want you to don't put it on him about, the kids want the money and then he messed up his chance, because I actually did some research, and that waiver that he signed, it's almost like it's like the unwritten rule. That's what a lot of rookies do. While the contract is still being negotiated, they agent in there banging it out. They go ahead and sign that waiver and they show up because it shows the team. It's like a good gesture to the team. Like, hey, I'm serious about this. I'm out here. So I don't knock them for that. I wouldn't have done it.
I get it, and I wouldn't have done it either. Dante Fowler,
I'm old and grumpy.
You're a better man than me, Dante
But
Fowler.
young me, I might have been out there, bro.
No way. No way. I'm getting that guap. I'm getting my signing bonus. And then I'm going to touch the field. And you know what? If these guys, if the veteran players and the teammates don't understand that it's a business first, then they don't need to be in the league either. Because I guarantee you, I know one player that wouldn't have been mad at me, and that's Darrell Revis. He going to get his money.
Oh, you ain't lying.
He going to get his money.
You ain't lying.
Are you ready to move on?
Yeah, what else we got?
All right, let's talk about LeSean McCoy, the running back from the Bills. That's right, the Bills. He's been traded. If you guys been living under a rock, he kind of accusing Chip Kelly of being racist. I don't know.
Ain't no kinda.
So you saying that he is? You saying that he is? Well, you know what? It got us to thinking. Spade, how do you feel about that? Do you agree with LeSean McCoy? Whose side you on? Chip Kelly, LeSean McCoy? What's going on, man? What's your thoughts?
Man, I'm going to tell you. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. This is Strong Arm Sports, where we give you guys the straight shot. Sometimes the bullet might hit innocent people, but we shoot it straight. So with that being said, let me go ahead and put myself on trial here and say every chance I get to use the race card, I use it.
Okay.
But this ain't one of those times. I don't know what LeSean is talking about. I have no idea what LeSean is talking about. Now, I do agree that Chip Kelly is sending away a whole lot of talent that he should be keeping, but I don't see the correlation between black players. I don't think it's that. I mean, the man is drafting black players. He's still, if he had a team full of white guys, if he looked like the Utah Jazz in the late 80s, I'm on your side. But he doesn't. I don't really understand what LeSean feels. I don't know why LeSean cares. You're gone. Be worried about what Buffalo is doing. Learn the playbook down there. Find out who your quarterback is. What is he talking about, bro?
I agree with you. I agree with you again. 100%. LeSean, let it go. If they ask you a question about Philly, just be like, I play for the Bills now. I don't know what they doing over there. I don't care what they doing over there. Let it go. You know, clearly Chip Kelly, I mean, to me, it's some funny business going on in Philly. I don't think it's racism. I think Chip Kelly just want his own guys over there. Regardless whether you agree with these moves or don't. LeSean McCoy, he had an okay year. He didn't have a LeSean McCoy type year last year. But I mean, he got rid of LeSean McCoy and got damn near the best back in the league last year. So if I mean,
who's black?
And he's black. Like, it's a good trade in my opinion. It's a good trade in my opinion. He let go Macklin. Allegedly Macklin wanted too much money. He didn't want to sign Macklin. He let go. I didn't like how they did Deshaun, but it's clearly not racism. I don't think it's him being racist. He signed.
I don't like how he did either one of those players. But again, with you, I don't feel like race was the motivation there. He wasn't like, bring me a black player. I'm about to tell him to pack. I don't think it went anything like that.
Yeah, and in Chip Kelly defense, which I'm not defending Chip Kelly. I'm a Cowboy fan. I hate the Eagles. But in his defense, he did sign a corner from the Legion of Boom, Maxwell, from Seattle. He black.
Guess what race he is?
Yeah, he black too. So I don't like when you just say that a guy has some type of racist heart or some type of racist thoughts or race motivation. That's what I want to say. Race motivation behind they moves, especially in sports, man. I just don't see it. Now Chip Kelly could be the worst damn GM ever with the moves he's making. And you might not agree with none of them, but that's Chip Kelly. That's going to cost Chip Kelly his job. And we have to wait and see how all this pan out, man. I don't feel that he's racist. I know a lot of people in the comment section want to touch on this, and I can't wait to read you guys' thoughts because I just don't feel, I could be wrong. I just don't feel that Chip Kelly's racist. He's like a certain type of guy. Spade, you had told me a stat a couple weeks ago that how many players are from the Pac-12 on Philly?
Oh, man, I don't remember, but it's a heap.
Yeah, man.
That's what old people in the South say that mean like a little more than a lot.
Yeah,
he got a heap of Pac-12 players over there.
Yeah,
Somebody said Chip Kelly trying to win the damn Rose Bowl. You don't even know he in the NFL right now.
For real. So he just have a type of player that he like, and that's what he building it for. I know it's a lot of Pac-12 players over there. Somebody in the comment section, leave how many Pac-12 players are over there. Because it's a lot.
Yeah. Somebody look it up for me. I can't remember.
It's a lot.
Well, while we on football, man, this next topic right here is, I don't even know. Let's just dive into it, man. Let's just dive into it. So the Wells report comes out, and first of all, this thing is like a hardback novel. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I didn't read all of it. I don't think LePairs read any of it. I don't think anybody read any of it. Like, you pick up a book and you go, ooh, let me read a few pages in the beginning, and then we just going to close it out and read some of those last pages. But what we learned is Tom Brady probably lied to us several times. Yeah. And if you don't know what we're talking about the whole Deflategate thing with the footballs being underinflated. Something has to happen here. It has to be some type of a punishment. Because, I mean, the league spent money on this investigation, and this guy had a very, very thorough investigation.
Yeah.
LePairs, what happens here, and how do you feel about this situation, man?
Well, the report is out that allegedly that Tom Brady will be suspended next week between 6 to 8 games. I don't know if that's the correct number, but I definitely feel that something has to happen. In my opinion, cheating is cheating. I honestly, we kind of talked about this off camera, and I'm going to say it on camera. I actually feel that this is worse than Bountygate. This is worse than what the Saints did. Now, the report came out that Bill Belichick didn't know, and Bill Belichick said that from the rip. He came out and said, Tom handle the balls. Pause.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no football.
I don't know nothing about no football. Tom do that. So it pretty much said that Bill Belichick is innocent and the organization is innocent. But it's a lot of text message innuendo out there. I think I said that word right. It's some text messages. They wanted to get Tom Brady's phone and check his text messages. Tom Brady said, "No, sir. No, sir. You ain't getting my phone." So Tom Brady, it looks like he's going to be suspended. In my opinion, this is worse than Bountygate. Like, this is blatant cheating. I think you said you don't agree with me, but I think guys are trying to hurt guys anyway. So if you want to put a little extra money on the pot, if somebody got a hurt leg and you like, yo, hit him in his hurt leg, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to give me an extra $1,000, I want to try and hurt him. I want to try and hurt him anyway. So
I'm calling for a 20-second timeout. Let me jump in here because you about to drive off.
You want to strong arm me? Okay.
First of all, this is nowhere near as bad as trying to hurt people, LePairs. Nowhere
it is,
near.
Babe. It's cheating.
No, it's not.
It's cheating.
Now, let me tell you, if it's proven, and I guess it's pretty much proven, Tom Brady is wrong, should he be punished? Yes. Yeah. Should it be a suspension? Yes. Should it be 6 or 8 games? Hell no. What? 2 or 3 games, maybe 4 at the max. Hold on, LePairs. Let me preach the gospel to our listeners, okay? Let me tell you something. I don't care if you replace that football with a damn wiffle ball, a baseball wiffle ball. The Colts was going to get that fade. They was in the barber chair. The Clippers was right here. They was about to get faded. It don't matter how much air pressure was in the football. I'm going to tell you something else. A few people, and I said this on the show, a few people touched that football that day, and I don't think many people even realized it. I don't think it's that big a deal. Is it cheating? Yes, and cheating has to be punished. I'm okay with it. But anybody who wants it to go like overboard, I'm seeing people saying Tom Brady should be suspended for the year. What? No, he shouldn't. For letting a little bit of air out of a football, give him 4 games at the max.
It's cheating, Spade.
Bro, we're talking about air in football.
Let me ask you something.
Let me tell you something.
Wait. Let me ask you something. Are you a Patriots fan now? You rock with the Patriots.
No,
I thought you was a Dolphin fan. What is this?
But you know what? I'm nobody's fan right now. Like, I'm on the clock right now. This is my job, LePairs. This ain't no fanmanship stuff. We got to speak the gospel.
But it's cheating.
It is no amount of air pressure in the world that could have saved the Colts that day. You understand what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
Most of the Colts don't even
allegedly,
care.
Allegedly, they've been doing it all year. Allegedly, they've been doing it all year, Spade. They've been doing it all year, not just that one game.
I'm going to tell you. I said this on the show. I'm going to tell you something about the Patriots. And, you know, since you want to talk fanmanship, I'm a Dolphin fan. I hate the Patriots. The Patriots will either beat you, and if they can't beat you, they'll cheat you. I've been saying that for years, but I just don't feel like this is that big a deal. You still have to grab the football, you have to throw it, you have to catch it, and you have to advance it down the field, regardless of how much air is in it, bro. That's just how I feel about it.
I agree.
I'm curious to know how you guys feel. Man,
go ahead.
This guy said it's worse than hurting somebody.
It is.
He would rather you intentionally try to hurt your opponent than let some air out of the football. What is LeParis smoking on this morning, y'all?
Spade. They are intentionally trying to hurt these guys anyway. That's my point.
But you don't know that.
Spade, they are. Trust me, they are.
No, they're not.
They are intentionally trying to hurt these guys.
They trying to hurt them. They're not trying to injure them. It's a difference.
Man, the way they hit these dudes, they trying to kill them anyway. They trying to kill them.
You can't even hit nobody like that no more in the league. You can't even look, bro. I disagree. I'm pretty sure the viewers are gonna disagree.
I don't think so. I think the safest thing the viewers want to straight up. I think they want a straight up game, and I think they don't want to be cheated. They trying to hurt each. They gotta hit each other anyway. I think they'd rather not be cheated.
Bro,
I think they'd rather not be cheated. We'll see.
I think you're wrong.
Okay, we'll see.
I think you're wrong.
I would rather not be cheated. I would rather not be cheated.
I'd rather you let the air out the football and tackle me than keep the right air pressure in the football and gun for my knee when my cleats are planted in the turf and make my leg bend the way God didn't intend it to bend. I'd rather you mess with the football.
They're going to hit you anyway, man. They're going to hit you anyway.
Not in my knees, bro.
Yeah, bro, they hit you everywhere. Wherever the target at, that's where they hit you. They hit you everywhere. They don't want you. Everybody getting hit in the knees now because you can't hit up high. So you going to get hit in the knee anyway. Hitting in the knee ain't illegal. That's why people been getting torn ACLs out the wazoo. Because you can't hit high. You can still hit in the knee, and they do it anyway.
They hit in the knee. They
do it. All right. And how Grunt got hurt. That's how Grunt got hurt. You can't hit him up high. They hit down low. That's how he got hurt.
That's what you'd rather have.
Hey,
you'd rather have that.
They're going to do it anyway. They're going to do it anyway.
And they're going to keep letting air pressure out of these footballs.
Don't cheat me, though.
From what I hear, quarterbacks, and this goes for the league, quarterbacks have different preferences. And from what I understand in my research, they probably vary for every quarterback in the league. Probably not as much as Tom Brady had it, varying for this particular game. But from the research I did, I think every quarterback in the league likes their paws a little different. So I think if you could poll quarterbacks in the NFL, I bet you all the quarterbacks are kind of like, it's not that big a deal. Now, some of these DBs might feel differently, but I guarantee you, if you poll NFL quarterbacks, 95% of them will say this isn't a big deal.
I mean, this is my last point, because we're going to agree to disagree, but a lot of ex-players that was quarterbacks in all other positions spoke on this, and they said it's cheating. And Shannon Sharp even came out and said that if Tom Brady is elected to the Hall of Fame, he's not going to his induction because it's cheating.
Don't nobody care. We don't want to see him.
I'm just saying how. I don't care. I mean, I don't care if he go or not either. I'm just saying ex-players came out and said it's cheating. It's
Jerry
cheating.
Rice used Stickum. He in the Hall of Fame.
And people
this
say
man
Jerry
let
Rice
a little bit of air out
now.
of a football. Get out of here, man. Jerry Rice cheated for years and told people he cheated.
And they saying he a cheater too. I ain't saying take the Super Bowl from him. I said he should be punished. But people came out and said Jerry Rice cheated too. That's what they saying. It's memes circulating and everything about Jerry Rice. That he's a cheater. He's a cheater. And if you want to label Jerry Rice a cheater, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But to me, it's cheating. It's cheating. All right, moving on.
I had to walk off. You was talking so much. I just walked off. I was frustrated. Let's go. I'm back.
I mean, that's what Strong Arm Sports is all about, man. Sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta leave. Just leave. Sometimes you gotta leave. But moving on.
Jeez. All right, what else we got?
Let's go into some college football. I don't even know if this is considered college football news. This might be state news. If you guys haven't heard, Georgia's governor, we always keeping it in the A, signed into a law that the Todd Gurley bill, making it a crime to entice a student athlete to break NCAA rules for money. What the hell is Georgia governor doing, Spade? Now, you from Georgia. I'm going to start, before I share my thoughts, you from Georgia. We have a lot of Georgia, since you from Georgia, we have a lot of people from Georgia that watch the show. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate it. But how do you feel about Georgia governor getting involved in this?
Well, I mean, I'm torn.
Okay.
I guess I'm kind of glad, but at the same time, should this be signed into law? This should be common sense. If I entice a student athlete to break some rules for money, that should be a crime. Like, you shouldn't even have to make that a law. That should have been a law. It should be the unwritten law. And of course, if you guys don't know, this refers back to the guy that was bringing Todd Gurley footballs to sign. He was paying Todd Gurley to sign footballs and turning around and selling the footballs on eBay. Then he was the whistleblower. He blew the whistle and told on Todd Gurley and got Todd Gurley in trouble. And I was like, they ought to throw his ass in jail. That's entrapment. You can't do that. That's against the law already. So I don't know why we signing this into law, but hopefully other states will follow. I don't like to see people take advantage of kids. And even though these guys are big, muscular, fast, strong college athletes, they're still kids. And kids, I don't like to see people take advantage of kids, man. I don't like it. So I guess it's good.
I get it. But I want my governors to govern. I don't want them worried about sports.
He did govern.
I don't want them worried about sports. I want them stopping the murders. I want them dealing with potholes in roads. You just bought some rims. You just bought some shoes. I don't want my man Spade down in Georgia driving over no pothole, messing up his rim. Like, take care of the roads. Take care of the road. I ain't not knock on wood. I ain't trying to jinx you. I want them to take care of the roads. I want them to work on these cops. Get these cops right. I want them.
I'm with you there.
I want my people that's in these high officials, governors, mayors. I want them to worry about the real issues. I don't want them worried about no collegiate sports. I don't want to see people on Capitol Hill talking about steroids with MLB. Let MLB handle that. MLB didn't care. They didn't care when people was taking roids and they was making all this money. They was making all this money.
Agree. That's a great point, bro.
I want them worried about the real issues at hand, like schools, roads, police officers. I want them worried about the real issues. I don't care. I don't want them putting their nose in sports and all that crap. I want them worried about the real issues. That's like Barack.
Let me ask you this before we move forward. Because for the most part, I agree. But you wasn't too upset when Condoleezza Rice helped come up with the NCAA playoff system.
I mean, they elected her to a committee, though. Like, they elected her to...
because she was talking about it when she was the Secretary of Defense. We supposed to be making sure, the country's safe. She up there watching football, talking about it should be a playoff system.
Spade, come on, bro. She can't watch football. Just because you the Secretary of State don't mean you can't...
Hell no. Watch the monitors. Make sure ain't nobody launching that over here.
I don't agree with... Just because you the Secretary or whatever she was, doesn't mean you can't watch...
I'm so confused right now, bro. I thought we was on the same page. What happened? No, what just happened?
The governor signed a law. He signed a law. Signed a law signed a law in Georgia that it's illegal for a cop to shoot an unarmed man. Sign that law. Come on, sign that.
Children.
Sign that law. You want to sign a law to stop some dude from paying a stupid college player dumb enough to take money when he know that's an NCAA violation from the rip.
Let's move forward because you about to crank this thing up. You can't call that man dumb, man. That man in a situation. Come on, bro. Bro.
Hey, it's an NC violation. It's an NCAA violation. He knew that.
All right, let's move forward because you know what? You tripping. All right,
I like
let's
Todd
talk
Gurley.
about our strong arm performers of the week. All right.
You want to start or want me to start?
I kind of want you to start because I got an ace in the hole. I'm going to pull this ace out like a card game. Bow! I'm about to steal this whole book right here. So you go ahead. What you got?
It's James Harden for him, y'all.
Man.
My strong arm performer of the week is going to go to... y'all going to be shocked because I was shocked. But my strong arm performer of the week is definitely going to go to Austin Rivers, who had 25 points. He went 10 of 13 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. And at one point, Austin Rivers scored 12 consecutive points for the Clippers when they went on a crazy run. He had the same amount of field goals in the third quarter that the Houston Rockets had in the third quarter, and that was 6. Like, Austin Rivers...
That's impressive.
Austin, Chris Paul came back. Chris Paul came back last night as well, and I mean, Austin Rivers made Doc be able to be like, TP3, take the rest of the night off. We don't need you. Austin got this. Shockingly, like Chris Paul, don't play because Austin Rivers got this. And for that reason, Austin Rivers, you are my strong arm performer of the week.
That's deserving. That's pretty deserving. He definitely had a great game. I won't go as far as to say Chris Paul don't have to worry about coming back. I think the real Austin...
I mean for that game. For that game, I was saying for that game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for that game.
Okay. Well, my strong arm performer comes from this game as well.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
You got any guesses?
Doc?
Oh my God. Let me get the mic. This guy, he tripping today. My strong arm performer also comes from the Clippers. Last time we saw this guy have a game this good, he was a Duke Blue Devil, man. I'm giving my strong arm performer of the week to JJ Redick.
Oh my
JJ Redick went off to the tune of 31 points, shot 5 of 6 from beyond the arc, and JJ Redick looked like JJ of old. The JJ I said we'd never see again. So for that performance, JJ, you are my strong arm performer of the week.
Spade, it's been a special show, to say the least. Like we kind of been going at it. We kind of been going at it on this show. And I ain't expecting to get like this. You walked off. You got me over here. Nostrils flaring up, man. It's been a special show. And for that, we want to thank you guys for tuning in, man. As usual, if you're a regular here, bang the like button. Subscribe if you new, man. This junk happens every week, man. It happens every week. You never know what's going to happen, man. Spade, you got anything else?
Hey, that's all I got, bro.
Well, then we'll see you guys next episode.
Peace. All right.